Hard Summer's not a rave. It's a music festival.
We have the technology.
Everybody, welcome to this group session.
Electronic music's about discovery. People are ready to go at hard, 11 in the morning, you know, doors open. They're like me, they're in it to win. They want to rage when they go there.
This is the most open-minded audience that I know.
People that are searching out good music just like me, you know, when they come to Hard, they're always going to see something that next year is going to be big. For this festival, it's hand-picked. You know, it really is curated by me.
Gary's a businessman, creator, producer. He's all of the above.
I got involved in electronic music early on. My dad, you know, was on the radio. He was playing stuff like Kraftwerk, Africa Bambaataa, a lot of rap music. And when I got into electronic music, early 90s, the main event was a midnight warehouse party. You get a map, you'd be on a wild goose chase. You'd see someone like Robert Downey Jr. there, Madonna. When the party would end at like 4 in the morning, everyone would come to my apartment and mess up our apartment. And I kind of got the idea, well, instead of coming to our apartment, why don't we just go to the club down the street and keep going? We started this club called The Sermon, and we would go to the underground midnight party on Saturday, and we would dress up like priests. And we'd be like, come to the sermon, and we would hand him the address.
Gary was dating my best friend back in those days. But when I went to my first party in 1990, I felt like I found a place where I could express myself. I got very involved with all the club kids and drag queens. I used to make my own costumes.
And we didn't have a DJ, so I just started DJing. All of a sudden we had 40 people, then 80 people, then all of a sudden we had 6 in the morning, we had a line around the block. I felt like the underground music scene at that point was kind of getting played out. It wasn't what I had signed up for. It started to become a place for like underage kids to like drink and party, and got away from being like this cool underground LA scene and went to work for Rick Rubin. And so from like 1993 till about 2006, I was in the record business. I decided I'll try one more time to DJ and promote an event. Aoki helped me kind of come up with the name, and Steve said he would play the first one. Steve had a club going on back then too. What he was doing was really in the same vein. He said, I'll play your show, but I don't like the name. And he just blurted out, I think we should call it Hard On.
The first thing in my head was Hard On. I don't know why I thought that. I was just like, Hard On, harder, something like that. Eventually just became Hard, which was actually such a great name for the festival at the time because the sound of the festival was hard. It was edgy, it was different, it was the alternative to what was actually commercially out there as festivals. This is like for the fringe.
3, 2, 1! Happy New Year!
And that was the first Hard event in 2007. When I went around looking at what was going on musically in 2006, 2007, and there was so much great music, Crystal Castles and Justice and Boys Noise, and when I would go out to the festivals or clubs, no one was booking it. Why is anyone booking Justice? This music's incredible. So I kind of felt like I had a lane. Okay, I can build something that's different than what's already going on.
It was a very special period of time. Electro was blowing up, but it was still totally underground. The sound was raw, the sound was hard. It's not commercial. At the same time, I had no choice but to like look into what we're doing because we're creating so much noise. This whole idea of like festival culture around DJs was becoming more of a real thing.
I like music that like a 15-year-old kid likes. You know, in your face, ballsy. The third one that year, 2008, was the Hard Haunted Mansion. And it was the perfect storm because I managed to book Deadmau5 and Crystal Castles when they were like kind of lower in the poster, with Justice, with too many DJs, with everybody. It was Halloween. DJ AM was there. He goes, "You gotta come see my costume." I went to his dressing room and he had on a Daft Punk. He had the head and the jacket, he had everything. So when he went on, he started playing all Daft Punk songs.
He had a leather jacket and had his own name inscribed on his back, DJ AM. And he was, he was rocking his set the way he would rock a set. He was scratching and mixing and doing amazing turntable skills while he's mixing electro and a lot of Daft Punk. His set was crazy. I think a lot of people were like, "Wait, Daft Punk's up there playing right now?" Everybody really thought that Daft Punk was there. And then I started freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, like, they're gonna get mad at me, like I didn't plan this, like I'm not trying to trick my audience. And